You have to say that the appliance can treat extremely severe cases very easily. I should have shown one case up here that was so crowded and such a deep overbite, and we corrected it in 4 months. There is no way an orthodontist could have done that in 2.5 years. So it is possible. He doesn't realize. He thinks the appliance is too simple, that it only corrects simple little things. And it's not capable of correcting deep overbites, severe overjets. I mean, I've tried to show you some severe cases. I can show you more severe cases, but then you can correct a very severe case in 1/4 the time that orthodontics would do. The problem is that when they give it to an orthodontist, the orthodontist is not going to believe in our appliance. He doesn't believe it works either. So he's going to get an answer that satisfies that orthodontist. And almost every time somebody shows this to an orthodontist, they say, oh, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. So we sometimes advise. I was giving a lecture to a group of pedodontists in Indiana many years ago. And one guy came to me, one pedodontist came up to me and he said, I have a problem because the parent decides to go and get a second opinion from the orthodontist, and the orthodontist tells him a couple things. He said that appliance is so simple, it's like a potato peeler that you buy in a grocery store. He said it can't correct this, and besides that, this will self-correct anyway. So we'll put the child on recall for the next 2 years and see him every 6 months at no charge. And the mother comes back and tells the pedodontist, we've decided to let the orthodontist, he's a specialist now. I said, well, you should do like Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton would do. Ronald Reagan was very good at explaining something before it ever happened. And then when it came up, he said, well, I've already talked about that. So I said, you've got to inform the patient. You've got to be as informed or more informed than that orthodontist. And you've got to tell that patient that there are 5 articles in the English language that show that that kind of a malocclusion does not self-correct. In fact, we can give you a reprint that you can hand to the parent and say, if you think that this will correct itself, here's an article that shows you that it won't. Now, this appliance may not correct the problem, and if it doesn't, we'll test it in 3 months, and if it doesn't correct it, we're going to stop. Then you can go to braces. But why not try it? So now when the mother goes to the orthodontist and says, oh, that doesn't work. Oh, no, doctor. You have 5 articles in the English language that tell you that it does not self-correct. Here's one. Maybe you'd like to read it and be familiar with your own language. It came in out of one of your journals. He said, well, anyway, that appliance doesn't correct anyway. Oh, he already said that. It may not correct, but in 3 months he'll know whether it corrects or not, and then he can always go to braces. She's caught the orthodontist in 2 lies already. That's the end of that orthodontist. She'll never go to him again.
Well, so I take a little bit more of an aggressive approach. If a parent comes to me and they say, well, the orthodontist said they could do this, or I don't think this appliance could do it, after I've gone through the whole education of how we're going to be more conservative, more proactive, take advantage of this growth and development. If they still are challenging me and want to talk to the orthodontist, I said, great, go talk to the orthodontist. But do me a favor, before you sign up for their treatment plan, come back and talk with me, and let's see what they've presented. A lot of times when they come back, the parents come back and say, well, this is going to be glued in, there's going to be metal, all of the traditional ortho route. So I talk about proper oral hygiene, how if the kid is compliant, we'll expect these results. And then I say, what's the harm? Just start now. If your child is compliant and you don't see improvements, you're not happy, I'll give you your money back and then you go to the orthodontist. All we could do now is just help it a little bit. But if you wait and do the orthodontist plan and continue to wait and be in their active recare, by the time you're figuring out that that's not working the way you want it to with the orthodontist, it's going to be too late for me to help you. So why don't you go with me first? And when the compliance has been there, I can't tell you how many moms pull me aside and they say, thank you so much for telling me that. And the orthodontist plan is usually to wait anyway, so you're not stepping on his toes, you're just doing something now.